What is up, everyone? Well, okay, we got all of our colors on. I feel good about that. I started wet sanding a little bit just to see what I'm going to be able to do here. A lot of this, I'm not going to be able to get all of that out. If I do, I won't have any paint left. So we're going to have a little bit of a ripple, or streaks, whatever you want to call it, you know, a little divot here and there. Because if I was to do this all over again, I would probably go ahead and fill in some of that. See, the problem is you got to have some bare wood here, you know, all around it. So if you prime it, then what do you do with the bare wood? I mean, you can mask it all off and do it that way, and then prime it. That way you can sand it and use some primer filler and sand it. It's just, that's the way it is with these old plywood that has been weathered. You know, that's just the way it is. It cracks and gets kind of funky. But you probably won't, I'm not going to say you won't, but you probably won't see a lot of this once it's clear coated, because then it'll all be shiny. You know, I've wet sanded some of this, so it, you know, you'll see all the imperfections in the wood. But I got a lot of it cleaned up. Cleaned up a lot of the marks, or the kind of the bleed that bled under. I got a lot of that cleaned up. Cleaned up some of the areas that bled into the other color, except for here. But a lot of this is going to come out when I wet sand. That's why you see these little scuff marks here, and you know, around everything, is because I was using 220 just to knock it down a little bit and clean it up. But in this part, we're gonna get this thing totally wet sanded down and all cleaned and ready for clear coat. I think I'm gonna go ahead and paint my outlines in before we clear coat. I have a couple of ideas as to how I'm going to do that to keep my line straight. We'll see. I'll pick a little test area and we'll test it out in an area that's not real noticeable. I'm going to use acrylic, so you know, if it looks like you know, refried dog shit, then I can wipe it right off and do it again and try something different. You know, that's what's nice about acrylics, is you can mess around a little bit with them, and if you don't like it, you can wipe it off and try again. But we got to get this all smoothed out, get a lot of the, you know, a lot of imperfections out of it, get some ridges out of it. All the edges will turn out a lot better. That'll all clean up, and plus we need a nice surface, nice finish for our clear coat, because once we clear coat, it's going to be done. I'm going to we'll put our lines in. I'm going to put one clear coat on. And then I have another idea what we're going to do for our numbers and our little sayings, you know, like double bonus when lit is across here. Same player shoots again when lit is down here in our orange area. And I think we're not going to put inserts in until after clear coat. I really don't want to clear coat over my inserts, because then if I have to change them, you're going to blow out your clear coat. So I think inserts will be later on, after we have everything all done, and then we'll work on putting inserts in that in their appropriate spots and appropriate colors, and those colors are going to be of my choosing. We'll stick with the normals, you know, where they belong, but anyway, that's in another video. This video, I want to get it all wet sanded and one coat of clear, or get our line, all of our lines in, all of our outlines, and one coat of clear. Hopefully I can get all that done in one video. Well, I can, it just depends on how long I want to make a video. So I'm going to get you set up. We're going to start getting this all wet sanded down and ready for our outlines. Okay, you're going to hear my little heater the whole time I'm doing this, because I need to keep my surface, you know, fairly warm anyway. And I'm using 600 grit, and I'm trying to stay off of the wood as much as possible. I don't like to keep getting it wet. Right in here is where I had some bristle board stick. A little cold on the fingers when it's only about 25 degrees. That'll work.
$69 special forces device turns men into beasts. It emulates over 50,000 punches in 15 minutes, burning calories and melting fat up to 10 times faster than regular exercise. And because it was made specifically for the special forces to turbocharge their strength and fitness, it's far more effective than gym and more potent than burning belly fat than any fad diet or workout program. It's so powerful that people are melting away pound after pound of stubborn belly fat on autopilot in just 7 days. It was created for the military by Captain James Snipes, a 31-year-old Army officer and a bioengineer. After getting seriously injured in a dangerous mission in the Middle East, he spent 3 months in a hospital. When he finally recovered, he realized his body had gotten weak and he wouldn't have enough time to get back in shape for the next critical mission. That's when James remembered what he learned in the Army about using electric muscle stimulation and had a desperate idea. Using the EIMD phenomenon that powers all the muscle tissue growth in the human body, he built a revolutionary device that ignites rapid fat loss and explosive muscle gain. Having only 3 weeks left for the mission, he started using the device for 20 minutes per day to improve his core, arms, and legs muscles. And the results were incredible. Just after a few days, he began feeling stronger and started losing fat he gained when recovering in the hospital. And after only 2 weeks of using the device, he was back in peak physical condition and his muscles were visible like never before. That's when James realized how powerful his invention was and gave it to other soldiers to test. Everyone who tried this muscle stimulator reported explosive muscle gain and peak in their strength performance. James quickly saw the impact it could have on the general public and decided to make the device available to anyone who wants to try it. He called it Tactical XF Stimulator and it's the most powerful tool for bodybuilding ever made that allows anyone with enough fat to get a six-pack abs in just a few weeks. It works by sending gentle electric pulses to exercise the muscles and promote rapid muscle growth while burning belly fat at the same time. When your muscles receive the signal, they contract and flex, replicating natural muscle contractions and emulating over 50,000 punches in just a single 15-minute session. Whether you want to lose weight or build six-pack abs that will draw everyone's attention on the beach, the possibilities with Tactical XF Stimulator are endless. James wants everyone to know about this new technology, so he's offering a 60% discount for anyone who orders it within the next 24 hours. So go ahead and grab one for yourself and more for your friends and family before this amazing deal is taken down. Click on the link on this video to visit the official website and order with 60% off and free express worldwide shipping. Look at these humans just walking past the gas station nearly $750. Hey, you, look here, look at this. That didn't water. Cheap university, 600.
Alright, I'm cheating. Either cheating or being smart. I ordered some sticker paper. Clear sticker paper. And printed out all the numbers and letters. You can see when lit. I have a bunch of those, and this is the one that goes down on that little orange triangle. Problem is, well, there's always a problem, is when I did the tracing, you know, and cut everything out, everything's just a hair smaller on the Playfield. And if I set it up to where it would fit, you know, it's too small, then everything's too small. So I'm just going to have to kind of move stuff around a little bit in some of these areas to get it to where it'll fit in there. And then you can just cut them out with the paper cutter. I already did 1, 2, and 3. I wanted to see how it was going to work before I actually turned the camera on and showed you what I was doing. And I'm trying to make these as small as possible so there's not much sticker on the Playfield. That's why I said earlier that I'd put one coat on the Playfield, and then I had an idea as to what to do with our numbers and all of our little sayings. You know, and I'm sure I'm not the first one to think of doing this, so. But I am working on the designs too. I took pictures of all the designs on the Playfield, and I'm trying to get them the right colors in them and the right size, and we may be able to get our designs back in. Not going to promise it. I don't have, you know, photo suite or shop or whatever the hell it is to adjust colors, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. But we shall see what I can do. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now take you over real quick because your battery's flashing. There is 1, 2, and 3. And we'll get all those put in. I will change your battery out, and we'll do a couple of them, and then I'll go ahead and get finished up is getting them on. Because once I get all this on, all my numbers and little sayings and all that stuff, I'm going to put another coat of clear over it so it doesn't want to start peeling up on us. Okay, I made this little jig so I can get them all put in the same place. And just get that lined up and draw a little line and mark our center. Now the hardest part is getting the back peeled off of these little guys. Of course, now you're making me nervous, so that way at least it's all uniform. Yes, I have my little heater going over there to keep the Playfield warm because of the stickers will adhere better. See, I'm off just about a 30-second on that one. You know, it's not going to be perfect, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be a lot better than trying to paint in all those numbers. Oh, what do we need? We need number 5. Now, if this takes too long, I'll put our center right in between the 2 zeros. Cool. I think that's going to work out pretty good. That's going to look pretty good throughout the whole Playfield. And like I said, we'll do a little clear coat over them, and I'll keep them down. And yeah, it's going to work out good. Let's see, now we need 6. We'll just kind of work our way right up this way. Alright, I'll work on those and get that done. See, every one of them, I want to dip that one edge down a little bit. At least if they're all that way, they'll all look the same. Okay, I'm gonna have to break this up. I just checked, I downloaded all my clips that I had in, and I was up to like an hour and 50 minutes already. And I can shorten that up by time-lapsing it and that, but it's getting a little too long. So I'm gonna have to break it up. What we have left to do is our country, pop, soul, rock, and jazz. Not sure how I'm going to do them yet. I've tried printing them out, you know, and they look good like this. But when you peel that white back off and put it down on the black, it disappears. The sticker is transparent, you know, so it really shows up with the white. I even double printed that, and it still gets lost in the black. So what I'm thinking I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to paint these ones in by hand, which, you know, that's fine. And I'm still working on some art. I do have one that looks okay. This up in here, when I took a picture of it, there was a glare on it, and just as you can see with the light, with my lights up top, so it does have a area in it, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna use that or not. We'll see. But everything else, I got all my other... This one I messed up. This one belongs over here, but it'll live through it. And there's supposed to be a open area, like in here, a wood area that said action in it, and for some reason that didn't get cut out. Same with there was supposed to be a white triangle in here too for the double bonus, but the hell with it. This is my machine, and this is the way it's going to be. I'm doing it my way. This is not a museum restoration. This is just to get it to look really presentable and playable. So it looks good. But, you know, like I said, I'm my worst critic, so, you know, I kind of straightened things out here. Painted all my lines in by hand, so it, you know, it kind of resembles 70s. But it didn't turn out too awful bad, you know. As shaky as I am, I don't think I did too bad getting my lines in. But that's going to do it for this one. And if you like the video, hit the like and consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed. And check out my affiliates and my store if you're interested in supporting the channel. And until next time, and I hope to see you on the next video, where we'll hopefully get this all finished up and get the last coat of clear on it, and we'll be ready to start assembling. Might even be able to do that in the next one. We'll see. So until then, take care, and we will see ya.